Hello YouTube. So in previous lessons we've used the stdcout object to print out stuff on our console. This object is part of the iostream library, which we will be talking about in this lecture. So an iostream is a standard C++ library which stands for input output stream, and it deals with basic input and output operations. To use this library we would have to include it as such. So include iostream. Let's start with printing. So to print out stuff, we've seen that we can use the cout operator, cout variable, sorry. So we can initialize, for example, an int with a value of 5, and we will print out this number, and for styling reasons let's just add an and l as we've seen in other lectures. And you can see here it prints the value of 5. We can also concatenate different stuff using cout by using multiple insertion operators, so these two less than signs. So let's add, for example, a string literal here. My number is, and let's add but I want, and let's add a numerical literal here, 17, let's say. And if we compile and run, we can see that it concatenated all these out. So as we've seen, we can create a new line using the and l, but we can also create a new line using a \n. And if we run it, you can see here that this is a new line here. So what's the difference between and l and \n? So and l does two things. It writes to a new line and flushes the stream, which means it just pushes everything out to the screen. And this flush here is kind of redundant because cout usually does that. So it's better to use the \n character here. So let's use \n, and please note that if you want to use \n alone, it's better to be in single quotations, not in double quotations. And the reason is that double quotations is used to define a string, whereas single quotations is used to define a character, and the difference would be in the size. So let's print out the size using the size of function, which is built in C++, and let's first of all print for the string \n, and let's add a new line, and let's print here with single quotations \n. And if we print out, you can see here that the double quotations takes double the size. This is because here in the memory it stores it as an array of 2 characters. We'll cover arrays in future lectures. So this is actually stored as a \n with a termination character, which is the \0, whereas this is only stored as a \n. So now let's talk about inputs. iostream library has another predefined variable, stdcin, character in, which can be used to take in inputs. Coupled with the extraction operator, so 2 greater than signs, we can store input into variables. So let's do a quick demonstration. So stdcout, and I'll just add a quick text. Please enter an integer, and let's define our integer number here. I'll just initialize it to 0, and now we use stdcin with the extraction operator, so 2 greater than signs, and we just give it our variable here, and let's print out our variable as such. A new line, and of course we have to return 0. The compiler does it automatically, so okay, you can see here, please enter an integer. Let's enter just any number we want, and you can see that it prints we've entered the same number.